drivers can run it out from start to finish. Pace cars in as they work their way down the long front stretch to get this thing started.
Yeah, one of those tracks that has a long walk to the start-finish line, but Barney now waving that green flag for the first time tonight. We're racing here at IMS.
Yeah, down they go here as the 6 of Dylan Emerson works that bottom groove, but you can see the outside holding stout here early on. There's a 5 of Dylan Jacobs that works that outside for the lead here, but the 13 of Matthew Haight getting a good view of that battle, and right behind him is it's battle stirring up as everybody's trying to find their way here tonight early on and get positions. But it does look like, looking back from the 13, that everybody's starting to kind of single file just a little bit. But let me see when they hit the corners, everybody's looking for that better angle to what fits to their driving style, because like I said, it is pretty flat here tonight, not much banking in these corners, and it does become pretty difficult, and these tires can take a beating trying to send these cars down in. But
good looking car out there, but the 6 out front here once again. We take a look back here at some 3 wide racing, and looks like the 81 getting a little bit sideways. A really good save there from Austin Wells, going to cost him quite a few positions. Well, I'm seeing that Bruce crash, and oh yeah, on the front stretch gets together with the 20 of Kelly Akron and had to save it all the way down to turn 1. Gets into the wall. Somehow it's not going to be a caution. I mean, it's all experience coming out here to Indy, but looks like Austin Wells, another incident. And Jimmy, you mentioned he saved the last one. This was not a save here from Austin Wells. That was heavy impact. Going to walk away with a meatball on this one, and maybe have to walk himself into the infield care center.
You know, you don't need the most expensive equipment to race, with some of the stuff that's been around or has some of the finer details. It can help you catch some things. Oh, and then get the 11 and the 8
getting together, and 2 more really good saves here from both these drivers after getting together. It's not easy saving these next-gen cars, so great job by both those drivers right there. Some of them out in the wall, but still caution-free as we're here already 11 laps into this thing. It's ticking by here pretty quickly, and maybe within the next 5 laps or so, we'll be seeing those first pit stops. But, we do have a yellow flag right on cue. I apologize. Broadcaster's curse in full effect here. And it looks like it's going to involve TJ Hanley and Matthew Haight on this one. We'll take a look back and see what happened.
Yeah, I'll take a look to see what happens. Oh, you can see the Sprite car off on the road, and comes back up right there in front of a few cars getting involved.
The field just going to get caught up together to get this green flag, and that's what we're going to have right now as we drop the hammer here once again at Indy Racing here, completing lap 15 as we're down to 40 laps to go, but that's plenty of time here at Indianapolis. So we'll see if these drivers get back to racing here, or if they maybe want to settle back in here and have a good little run here once again.
It does look like they're single file back up front. We'll go back to the field here, hop on with Mike Garcia, but you see him ducking down to the inside there of, I think that was Thomas O'Connor, to work his way into Pete, number 14.
Indy, again, it looks very unmenacing, or not menacing, whatever it is. It doesn't look like that difficult of a track, but it certainly can be. You see right there, the 76.
Right into the
11. Hard, heavy impact there for the 11 of Harry Krantz. He's going to get involved in another one here. 76 right there. Out of turn number 2, just couldn't hang on to it. And Harry Krantz going to have to pull it into the pits.
Yeah, you can just see right there. You can see him losing control. The 11 takes the full brunt of that, bounces off the wall like a ping pong.
That's not the full brunt. This is a full brunt right here. I mean, this was heavy impact.
Oh, he's flying in the air, does a 360 before he gets to the track.
Throwing parts out there across the track as well. And I don't believe he got hit again. I think he was at least able to, get back to the outside wall here. And you see the 19 right there. able to sneak on by, or yeah, because I did see some cars coming up on him, but Cody Handler was able to get around him. His car is in. It'll be in control here by the 51 once he gets into the restart zone. And we are back to racing here at IMS. Good restart from the 51 here on the inside. The 6 of Emerson is going to follow suit as well to the inside and should easily be able to take second place away. But a good battle here on the outside is actually going to keep Emerson in third for the time being. Good run there from Bernie Reyes, and maybe the lighter fuel, or well, not the lighter fuel. He did come in for fuel as well. So, yeah, no tires for the 27, but good enough to hold off the 6 for the time being. And now here comes the 13 of Matthew Hake, maybe trying to pinch that 6 in there, but he's gonna have to fall back in line. The 12 of Cody Brewer thought about coming up there as well, close off the corner, and now Hake thought about 3 wide there for a second, but he's going to dive to the inside here of Reyes. Going to make the pass off of turn 4 as Reyes blinks out here a little bit, but he's back. Meanwhile, Devin Black out front. Those 2 tires certainly paying off, out to a 1 second lead. Yeah, it's a pretty good battle for sure. Dylan Jacobs, Richard Covington, Matthew Hake, and Kyle Emerson right there, and even TJ Hanley is there right now. But again, as mentioned, he's gonna have to come in to make his pit stop. Now, if everything cycles out the way it very well could, maybe TJ Hanley and Kyle Emerson will still be in line for a chance at a top 5, since I believe everybody's gonna have to pit yet for the entire field here. But either way, been a good run and a good green flag run here. It seems like he's on the right strategy right now. And, even if a caution were to come out, I think he's still sitting pretty here. He's been back in traffic a couple times, only been as far back as 3rd place. But it's been looked pretty good here. TJ Hanley now moves up into 3rd place. And, man, what a caution would do for the 8 right now. It's certainly going to be a shame that he's going to have to pull off and make a pit stop here, I think, pretty soon. Still wondering if anyone else or everyone else will need to come in and make one more pit stop. As taking a look at it, it's been about 16 laps since TJ Hanley came into the pits. Some of your leaders last pit on lap number 38, 39. So it's maybe going to be close for them to make it. As you mentioned, Jimmy, they could very well stretch this thing out, especially if they're saving.
Yeah, I mean, they might be able to make it that far. I don't know. Obviously, we're in suspense here, but it does look like, yep, TJ's going to come down right now. Relinquish Pete, number 3, as your points leader, down into the pits now here for a splash and go.
See the white flag waving over the bricks here. One more lap to go. 2.5 miles for Dylan Emerson. You see him letting that 76 go by. He's trying to coast this thing. The lead is down to 1 second. Matthew Hake on the charge. Dylan Emerson has been the fastest car all night, but it doesn't matter how fast you are if you got no fuel in that pickup line. You see the 13 maybe overdriving it here a little bit, going to lose a little bit of time off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch here, Dylan Emerson still got a 1.4 second lead now into turn 3 and 4. But you see it just absolutely drop once they get into the corner. The 13 overdriving it here, holds onto it through turn number 3, but that might be enough. Dylan Emerson off of turn number 4. Just got to limp it home from here as he is slowing. It's down to 1.5, but he's going to be able to make it to the yard of bricks and get the checkered flag here tonight. Dylan Emerson, your winner. Matthew Hake going to come home in second. Now the battle for 3rd coming off of the corner. Thomas O'Connor to the outside. A big block there from Dylan Jacobs running out of fuel. They're going to wreck to the line. Sideways, it's going to be Thomas O'Connor sliding it sideways across the line. Dylan Jacobs going to come home in 4th. Will O'Connor makes up the top 5. Fuel strategy certainly played a big part here tonight. Cody Brewer going to come home in 6th place. TJ Hanley, all things considered, I think he'd probably be happy with the 7th place after everything that happened here tonight. but probably a little disappointed just as